Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Leo June 2023 weekly Tarot Bite reading. This is I Am Illuminated Tarot, a place for you to better connect with and illuminate your own personal spiritual importance. So hi, everyone, and welcome. This reading is meant for the week of June 5th through the 11th. We are actually diving a little deeper into the message from the collective reading, which was posted on Monday. You can go ahead and view that on my channel if you'd like. But we're taking that theme and going a little deeper into how it's affecting your specific sign, Leo. So the message was taking a new path, coming to a fork in the road and having that decision to take one path that is more in alignment with who we are now, that's going to allow us to live a more authentic and fulfilled life experience, or taking the path that will kind of continue perhaps down a road that is more in alignment with an old version of the self, or in a way where maybe we're still limiting ourselves out of fear or just that feeling of we want to be safe and secure. So we're going to see what wants to come in for you, Leo. What does your sign need to know about taking a new path this week? How can you really set yourself up to kind of where to keep your sights and focus on this new path? So we have Reclaim Your Power. I love this. Panther Spirit, Reclaim Your Power with the number 44. I don't know if you can see that there. Number 44 coming in. It's an angelic number. It's also a number that really heightens the energy of building a firm foundation. And it ultimately, 44 reduces to the number 8, which is the number of physical abundance. It's the number of personal empowerment and empowered leadership. It is a beautiful energy to have, especially with reclaiming your power. We do have Mars entering your sign, Leo. We will have Venus entering your sign. And Venus is, interestingly enough, I don't normally bring in astrology a lot into these little readings, but I am for you guys because Venus is entering your sign this week. But it will actually be, instead of how it normally does its cycle of 30 days in a sign, it will actually be in your sign all the way through the end of September. So for 4 months, because as of early July, July 22nd, I think, is when it's going to go retrograde in your sign. And so that's why it's kind of staying. It's like standing still for a long period, which is really important when we think about having Mars, first of all, in your sign, which is going to make you feel more empowered. It's going to make you feel like you want to go out there and be seen and be creative, and allowing you to really, I think, dive into your heart space while you're doing that. Those are all the things that are in alignment with who you are and what naturally comes through your sign. But then with Venus coming in here, there's this feeling of really being called to take a look at what you value in your life and how to reevaluate that. And I think for many of you, that's really what reclaiming your power is coming in. How can you reclaim your power and start to build the foundation now for what you truly value in your life? That's going to be kind of the next chapter, the next path to take. And that might actually also help you kind of see the fork in the road of there's one path that goes one way, one path that's going to be more in alignment now with what you value now versus what you may have valued in the past. So I'm going to pull some additional clarifying cards here. We'll dive a little deeper into the message to see how you're reclaiming your power. And there may be, again, a tie to physical abundance here for many of you, or getting into a place of more empowered leadership, or maybe the past that has not been a part of your past journey up till now, and now you get a chance to, perhaps this week, there might be something coming in that allows you to step into a more empowered leadership version of yourself. So you have the Page of Swords. This is the energy of kind of the curious individual who wants to gain more information. Ooh, and the Six of Wands. Yeah, there's a feeling here of two messages coming. I'm actually going to get one more card because this could actually be getting curious as to what you actually want. What is your idea of success now? The Six of Wands is a card of recognition. It's being seen, it's being celebrated. And so there is this feeling of maybe being curious now as to where you want to be celebrated, as to what does recognition for you stepping into your power now look like for you. This can be where your definition of success has changed. Or maybe where perhaps you have been playing it small, Leo. And that really could be coming to the foreground here, I guess. I don't know how to say. It might be coming to the forefront. That's what I'm trying to say for you this week, of maybe where you've been playing it small. And you might maybe have an opportunity to come in this week that might open the door to maybe you seeing yourself in a new way, to you all of a sudden realizing that there's some aspect of your experience where you might be asked to step up your game a little bit, but in a good way, in a way that's, again, going to maybe show you that which way to take in that fork in the road. Because we have the Artist, we have the Hermit, and we have the Eight of Cups. Ooh, these are some powerful cards. Now, the Artist card specifically here is a card that is unique to this deck. It's a card that really speaks to understanding that if you are the artist in your own life, if you're the one that is literally writing the book of your life, drawing the picture of your life, well, if you're the hero of your own story, this is how I'm hearing it. If you're the hero of your own story, well, what is the story around your hero that you're painting, that you're writing for that hero? You know, what do you want your story to look like? What do you want to be recognized for? And also might be what does that heroic part within you, what is the journey or the thing you most want to be seen for, celebrated? What is that? Where have you not maybe actually allowed yourself to go down the path that might push you to have that heroic aspect of yourself come out? I'm trying to explain this. This is a big message coming through for you, Leo. So you might be pushed. This might be the week where something starts to kind of creep in of like, have you really explored this part of yourself? And have you really allowed yourself to, and it might be scary, you know, this might be where you all of a sudden get a job opportunity that means a much more elevated level of, maybe you get called into becoming a manager, where now you have to manage other people, maybe a higher level of responsibility involved. This could be maybe where you realize that there's a part of yourself that really could help in some service-oriented capacity, and it's time now to start to focus on that. But there's something here where you might get, because we have the Hermit and the Eight of Cups. Hermit is going within. It's the card of really soul-seeking. It's a card that lines with Virgo as well, but it's someone who goes within to really take a look at what your soul. It's almost like finding the beauty within your uniqueness and really realizing that there's a part of yourself that needs to come up and out. And it's going to show you very clearly what is no longer serving you, what you're no longer emotionally connected to. The Eight of Cups is moving on from something that you have invested quite a bit of emotional energy into, but where it's just no longer fulfilling anymore. You know, this could be like, you know, where you were so, this could be a complete switch of focus, where maybe you were so focused on wanting to be seen, wanting to be recognized for being a successful career person in whatever career path you've chosen. And all of a sudden now you realize, but my hero's journey is where I want to have a home and a family and children. And my hero's journey is actually someone who wants to be creative, and I feel called to help children. That's ultimately the change in myself that's happened. That's the magic I bring to every situation, is my ability to nurture others, is my creativity. There might be an element here of maybe realizing that there's a creative side to yourself, or a creative aspect that you need to take leadership on, you need to pursue more. Or this is literally just realizing for some of you where you've been playing it small. And so this is asking you to be open and curious this week as to really where you can stand in your power, how others see you as well. This might be where, again, you might get surprised by a job opportunity. This could be where your boss comes in and says, oh my gosh, everybody here in our workplace sees you as this incredible asset. And so we want to give you this incredible opportunity to really expand and grow with the company. And it might make you sit there and say, oh my gosh, I didn't realize that this was how others saw me. And now I have to live up to that. Is that really what I'm going to do? And is that going to allow me to really leave behind, playing it small, that I can no longer go back to just being the everyday average worker. I now am pursuing a path that is going to open myself up to really leading from a place of a much higher level of yourself. And that might lead to a level of abundance too for you, with the number 44 breaking down to the number 8. But I really do feel that there's this something's going to happen this week that's really going to make you take a look at, if you are the artist in your own life, what do you want? What is the story you want to paint for yourself, for your hero? And what is the magic? This is almost like the hermit coming in here is almost like, if I can get it out, it's almost like you realizing that you have a superpower. This would be like you realizing that you can fly. You can, I don't know, shoot lasers out of your eyes. You're Spider-Man, and you can shoot a web out of your hand. There's something here about kind of like discovering that, and maybe discovering it through something that somebody says to you, through someone showing you how you are seen to them, or through a job opportunity, and you realize, wow, this is what I shine out into the world. And now I can't go back to playing it small. I can't go back to something that I had been investing in that no longer suits me. It could also be where maybe another company comes in and says, you're worth so much more than this. We want to ask you to come over. And now you can't go back to your current place of work and be happy because you know that you could be making X amount more over there. There's something along those lines where it's like there's like the veil kind of being taken off your eyes this week to your own power, to what you, again, uniquely as an individual bring, and what you want to be recognized for, or where you've been playing it small and now really where others are calling for you to step up and lead. But it's a positive week. This is a week of, you are going to, I think by the end of this week, really understand your personal power, and that's going to show you the direction that it's now time to step into, that's really going to lead to this heightened, more empowered version of yourself, and a lot of physical abundance I'm feeling as well for you. All right, Leo, I'm going to leave it there. I hope you all have a wonderful, empowering week ahead. And if you'd like to watch your full reading for the sign of Leo for the month of June, they are up on my channel, which you can view, as well as the collective reading that this is based off of. And if you'd like to book a personal reading, you can click on the link in the description box below to visit my website. And likes and subscribes are so greatly appreciated because it allows me to keep doing what I love to do here. Thank you so much. Bye, Leo.